Yeah. What up, Julie, to talk, yeah?
Yeah, man, let's go,
All
bro.
right, let's get into this. So it's been a minute. So thank you to the people who are locking in right now. It's been a minute. Obviously, the Euros was on, and then your boy got COVID.
It's not even funny. It's not funny. It's not funny. Still.
Why are you laughing?
It's not funny. It's not
so I'm sure we'll dive into that. But first and foremost, obviously, it's been a while since we recorded. I've seen you though about and whatnot. How you been, man? You good?
Yeah, been alright, man. Nothing really exciting, to be fair. Nothing's happened. Just same old, man.
Football season's coming up for you.
Yeah, it's coming up for me now. I was so excited, and then I got injured, man.
I swear.
For first session before I went goals the night before, and I've never ever done my groin, and I done my groin.
What, like sprint? You went to sprint and
I don't sprint anyway. I don't do sprinting. I don't know what I done. I was just running, and I just felt something, and I was like, "Oh, that
twinge."
Yeah, that don't feel right." And it was. I'm one of them people. I'm very wary of my body, so I know if something's happened or something ain't right. And it didn't feel right, so I just left it alone anyway. Then the next day I woke up, it was mad, sore,
stiff, and just.
So I left it, and I ain't done nothing since. I went training on like Thursday, but now it's feeling tight again. Like it felt fine at training; it was calm. Okay. So I don't actually know what the problem is.
Have you seen someone now?
Yeah, I see a physio. I got a physio, but I don't know what the problem is because on Thursday the whole session was fine. It was high intense as well. Yeah. Like. And then, I don't know, just today night, it feels mad tight. Okay. So, yeah, man, I'm missing it. I can't lie. I'm missing it. Just that football feeding, innit? But yeah, man, apart from that, same old.
I hear you, man. I hear you. Yeah, I'm good. I'm recovered now. I'm back.
How was it? How was COVID?
Oh, mate, I'll be honest with you. So anyone who knows me personally is listening to this or watching this knows I don't get sick. Like, they haven't seen me sick. Yeah, touch wood. I don't get sick. I'm like usually in good health. You know, obviously playing football and stuff, you're quite healthy. I usually eat reasonably well. And so I don't really get sick. So obviously now, the Euros is on the Sunday. I've gone to a watch party, just not even a mad thing, probably like 10, 12 people. Gone there now. Then I get a message on the Wednesday from one of my friends. They were like, yo, you might want to get tested because someone at the game tested positive. Cool. So I had the lateral flow test or whatever. Yeah. Tested on Wednesday, it was fine. And
did you do the home kit? Or?
Yeah, the home test. Okay. It's called lateral flow. So I did that and I felt completely fine. I was like, cool. So no symptoms, test says negative. I'm blessed.
Lovely. Thursday
comes now and I usually get up about 6 a.m, 6:30 to go to the gym. I get up now, I'm making my pre-workout. I'm like I'm feeling a bit like you know, you're just feeling a bit like, ooh, like,
uptight.
Just something was off. I was like, yo, okay. I was like, let me go and do the proper PCR test. So I went, obviously you can get them for free. So I went, got the test now, go home, and I'm still feeling a little bit ill, feeling a little bit like weak, like my joints, but not mad. Friday comes now, I wake up, can't really get out of bed. Like, oh, fucking hell, man, I think I got COVID, man. Midday, I get a text. Hi, Dominic, you've tested positive for COVID. You need to isolate for the next 10 days. But I was like, oh, fuck's sake. And it feels like from the moment I got that test, things just went downhill from there. Things just went downhill. Like my body's aching. I have no appetite. I can't eat anything.
When you first got, see, like when you was feeling mad, did you think I've actually got COVID?
Yeah, because I know like you were talking about.
Or was you in denial and thought, I can't get COVID? No, like this is calm.
The way you was talking about your grain, like you know your body. Yeah. I know my body. Yeah. And I don't get sick.
So you knew.
When I feel it, I was just like, do you know what was mad? Like I don't know if anyone else has COVID, but my lower back, like I just felt like so tight and just like achy. Like it was mad. Like I couldn't even really lie on my back. It was nuts.
Yeah, that sounds bonkers.
So yeah, like my body was aching, no appetite. Fever, like mad hot, and this was the weekend where it was bare hot. It was like 30 degrees outside, proper hot in my room. Like I've got all the windows open, the fan on, and I'm just in bed. Like it was mad. And the same thing kind of continued Saturday, Sunday. Then I felt a bit better on Monday, so I started working from home, and then progressively through the week I got better. I started eating a lot of fruits, orange juice. Got some like vitamins and stuff to kind of boost.
Ain't it mad? System. You're just talking about that. People do that when they're not feeling well, but on a day to day, you wouldn't do that. Be honest, would you do that on a normal day? Maybe every now and then.
No, so like,
but you wouldn't go all out like you did.
I actually take some supplements every morning, but not the way that I was doing.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I'm saying.
A mad thing.
But
like all these
why is it people do that when they're on the down or feeling ill or need to feel a certain way? And when they get up, they forget what got them there.
Yeah, facts. No, you're right.
Do you know what I mean?
Like, I should be doing these things and like boosting your. You should be in your everyday life. You should be doing things to boost your immune system.
But I'm just saying, just in general, not even just the food thing. Like, it could be like friends. Like, you know, your friends you grew up with that seen you go up. Some friends obviously go and make it, and they forget about the people at the bottom, and they kind of like crack on. It's weird, isn't it?
It's proper weird.
Mad, isn't
but
it?
yeah, so like obviously, I was saying to you off air, I lost bare weight. I lost like 10 pounds. I didn't eat
That's
anything.
mad.
Yeah, I didn't in like a week and a half. Like people do that in like a month.
Yeah,
I did it in a week and a half. Like, and I've even like been trying to eat more to try and get back to it, but it just feels like I don't know what's happened, but. The weight's staying off, which is a good thing because I needed to trim down. So it's probably a good thing. But nah, man. But it kind of takes us into a decent little segue about kind of this second wave. It feels like there's a lot of people right now who have COVID. I know quite a lot of people who have tested positive, varying degrees of illness. Some people were as ill as I was, and some people were kind of just like, I had a couple of sniffles and it was fine.
Yeah.
And obviously, there's been a lot of conversations recently about vaccinations. So before I got COVID, I was more of the opinion of I'm a young person who, eats well, has a good immune system and stuff. And from what I understand from the statistics, COVID isn't going to be deadly for me. So even if I do get it, I'll be sick like I was. Yeah. And I'll be all right.
Yeah.
Now that I've had it, like my opinion has slightly changed. Like it's mad. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, go on.
It was mad. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get vaccinated now because I don't know if it makes sense because I've had it. So I've got the antibodies in my body. So if it ever came to attack me again, I feel like my body would deal with it a lot better. Touch wood. But what I really don't like about the vaccination conversation is it's quite divisive in that if someone has the opinion that they don't want to get the vaccine, everyone kind of says you're anti-vax and you're like a conspiracy theorist and all of this stuff. And it's like, there are reasons to be skeptical about the vaccine. Like I said, I'm kind of on the fence at the moment because like I've kind of done some research and done some reading that's kind of more pushed me towards maybe not now, but maybe in a couple of months I'd think about it. But ultimately, I feel like there's a lot of coercion going on with the vaccination thing. So like I've seen recently that the government are saying they're going to give you like discounts on Uber Eats.
Yeah, that's when for me I'm thinking, there's something more to it than what we don't know.
Yeah, it's a bit strange.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. They're giving out prizes and stuff like that, and I'm like, wait a minute.
Discounts on Ubers I'm seeing and all this kind of stuff, and I'm like,
something ain't right.
Why are they so adamant that everyone needs to have this vaccine?
Bro, I heard you can go Thorpe Park and get it.
You can get it at Thorpe Park.
At Thorpe Park. Are you listening to what I'm saying? Like you can go and they're going, come like, you can get a
come get your thing here.
What?
Yeah, it's just a bit strange, right? Because like I feel like if you compare the numbers of people who die from the flu every year and the number of people who die from COVID, but they never have pushed the flu jab.
No, they've never pushed anything like that.
As the way they're pushing COVID. But I guess COVID is a new thing, right? I'm not a doctor. So I don't claim to know more than these people who are telling us to get it. But it just, there's something about it that just seems a little bit, I don't know, not right.
Yeah, something's not right. It's not. I'm not taking it. I'm
not taking it.
Yeah, not
100%.
because. Yeah, 100%. Okay. Like, you're not gonna twist my arm. You're not gonna convince me. You can give me all the statistics and all of that. Yeah. I'm not like, and I just feel the way I've grown up is I've never actually been to the doctors.
Yeah.
So I've never been to the GP or nothing. So if I've ever been ill or anything, I would just go to the pharmacy, just buy what I need to get, and then I'm fine. Like, I don't need the doctor to tell me, oh, you're sick. You need this. Like, you know what I mean? I've never needed that. Yeah. And because I think I look after myself quite well as well. So I'm very wary of what happens. So I don't need, like, don't give me no disrespect to doctors or nothing like that. Yeah. But if you're ill, you just go to the pharmacy, you get what you need to get, and that's it. Yeah, like, a doctor can't tell you any different to what someone at a pharmacy, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and now all of a sudden you're telling me I need to take this mad thing that no one knows. And you know what the problem is? Some of the issues that I've heard that are happening, the after effects, there's no cure. That's my issue. So like if something happens,
you get it. It's definitive. It's done.
Yeah, like if something happens to me, I go to the hospital. They don't know what to do with me.
Yeah.
So what now?
I understand people's apprehension.
That's my only issue. If I saw that if you something happens to you and you go to the hospital, there's a cure for it. Like they know how to fix. All right, then I'll start to think about it. But you're telling me if I catch this thing and I don't know, my skin changes or I start getting mad rashes, or I don't know, I saw some lady that was like couldn't walk and started like basically
like
disabled.
seizure,
They had nothing for her. What now?
Yeah. No, I understand, and I think like with these vaccinations, like I think everyone needs to just have their independent like thought on it. So if you are happy to go and get the vaccination and you want to go and do that and you have no side effects and you go on with your life, great. And if someone decides that they don't want to get it, because I think people need to understand, as we've seen, I've known people who are double vaccinated who still have COVID.
You
and
can still
got very sick.
And that's another thing. It's good that you mentioned that. It's another thing that it doesn't stop you from actually getting it. All it does apparently is help you fight it a little bit
so
better.
it reduces your like effect. So you wouldn't have been as sick as me.
That's what they say.
That's what they say. Yeah, like
you're sick, innit?
Yeah.
They can't. The vaccine's not going to control how sick you get. You're going to be sick. That's it.
But I understand. So for me, before this kind of second rush of COVID, I understand why they're trying to push it, because they want us to get back to normal and they think this is the avenue. So I get that.
Yeah.
But now that we found out that people who are double vaccinated may not be protected against this Delta variant or whatever they're calling it, why are we still pushing it so much? Because ultimately it means that COVID's here to stay. Whether you're vaccinated, not vaccinated,
got to deal with it.
It's probably going to mash you up. You're going to be sick for 10 days, 12 days, 14 days, whatever. And then you're going to go back to your normal life for most people.
Yeah.
Obviously, there are the most vulnerable in society, people who are immunocompromised and stuff like that, who are going to have effects from it, and they need to be vaccinated and they need to be looked after. But ultimately, we've now found out that this thing is not going away. We need to live with it, like you say.
Yeah.
So I don't like where they're like, you're not going to be able to do this if you're not vaccinated. You're not going to be able to do
mad.
that. And it's just like, it's very divisive. And like, I've seen things on social media, like people saying people who don't want to get the vaccination are selfish or they're this and they're that.
That's mad.
And it's just like, it's a choice, right? Like,
this is a medical choice. It's not just you're putting something in your body that could change your life.
Yeah.
It could potentially change your life.
The likelihood is, from what they say, that it's not going to, but there is still a small chance. And for
you could be that person.
My thing was about it is that the likelihood of me having negative effects from the vaccine and me having negative long-lasting effects from COVID were very similar. So like as a young person who's fit and they were the same. So I'd rather just not. I'll just do nothing. And just if I get COVID, I was very sick, but I've recovered now. I've got the antibodies. And I'm kind of good to go, but I really don't like the coercion thing. I don't like how they're trying to make people get it. I don't like that.
And also it's weird as well when obviously I've heard a few people that get it in different countries. Like I don't know if they got it in Spain, Italy. You come here, it doesn't count. The vaccine don't count. Yeah. Why?
Yeah.
What's so special about the UK one? I don't understand. So that's a bit weird as well. But I'm not. It's not for me, and I don't really talk about the vaccine to anyone. If anyone opens the conversation, I would just say, I'm not taking it. That's it. Because like you said, people start to judge and it's weird, isn't it? Like they think because you're not taking it or you want to take it or whatever, they start
acting
or think you're gonna like change their mind or what. No, bro, I don't care what you're doing. You want to take it, you don't want to take it, no problem. But I don't really open that conversation. I don't go around saying to people, oh, have you got the vaccine? Are you getting it? I'm not. I just leave it how it is.
Like I said, I'm like on the fence about it and I still haven't decided what I'm doing. But if someone tells me they're vaccinated, cool. If someone tells me that they're not vaccinated, cool. Like that's your decision, right? Like that's your God-given right to make that decision for yourself. Like, and I don't think you're selfish because you aren't getting it, and I don't think you're a sheep if you are getting in all this stuff. Because I feel like the whole thing is just very divisive. Like people from one side are like, I'm not getting a vaccine. Stop following what the government wants you to do. You're a sheep, all this stuff. Yeah. And then the other side is like, you're selfish, you're an anti-vaxxer, all that stuff. It's just like, it's all noise. Like, and it's too divisive for me. If you want to go and get it. If you don't.
Yeah, that's it.
Live your life. That's it.
It's true. 100% I agree with that.
Just go and live your life. But how do you feel about like how the government as well are like just dealing with this whole thing in general? Like we're the only country who has this traffic light system. Like certain people were exempt. So a couple of weeks ago for the Euros, they said, we're going to give 5,000 exemptions to people so that you can come to the UK, go and watch the game. You don't have to quarantine and you can leave. But if you're a regular person, you have to come, pay for a test before you come, pay for a test while you're here, isolate, go to these COVID hotels, all of this stuff.
If that doesn't tell you, there's something bigger that we're just like a pawn in what they're trying to do.
So if I'm being honest, I'm not a conspiracy theorist in the fact of I think that COVID was planted here or, this was made by people in labs in England and stuff. Like, I feel like this virus is very real.
Yeah.
I was sick. I know a lot of people who were sick. But I feel like the government in this country are using COVID to their advantage.
Yeah.
So they're using the situation to be able to do certain things that are advantageous to them. We've seen that.
Yeah, 100%.
Where like Matt Hancock is giving contracts to his cousins and his mates at the pub and all this stuff, multi-million pound contracts. Like, we've seen it. And I feel like they're taking advantage of the chaos that we're in to do whatever the fuck it is that they want to do, basically. So yeah, it's quite deep. Like, and we're kind of touching on conspiracy theorist territory, but like, there's just been too much foolishness that's gone on. Like, what's his name? Dominic Cummings was traveling 2 hours and then he got sacked, and then now he's coming out with the WhatsApp conversations between him and Boris Johnson and all this. There's just mad things going on.
There's like too much going on.
There's just bare things. I can't even keep up.
There's so much stuff going on, and it's all random stuff.
Yeah, it's random.
Like, they're not really linked.
Yeah,
but they're linked.
Yeah,
like,
it's weird.
It's just mad. So I've lost interest. I'll be honest. I've just left it. I don't watch the news. It is what
I've been getting onto my mum recently.
Yeah,
she's been in Jamaica, but before that, she was just watching the news a lot. And it's just
I think
so
it's a parents thing though.
It's so negative though, man.
Yeah, they come back and they start telling you, "Oh, did you do this? Did you do that? Have you seen this? You just think, you're not telling me nothing positive. I don't want to hear it.
Negative. This whole COVID is so. This is the cases. This many people have died. We're gonna go into lockdown. This, if you can't do this, don't go here. It's too much, man. It's too much.
It's just not. I don't like the way they just make up the rules.
Yeah, as they
go along.
Literally making.
So one day, 5,000 people can enter the country, no problem. The next day, no, you can't come into this country. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
What have they got that we don't? Like, so when they do stuff like that, I'm just like, you know what? Just forget about it. It doesn't make it don't make sense.
Just let me do my thing.
But
I also think it's important. Obviously, we haven't done a pod since the Euros final, so I think it's important we touch on that. So first and foremost, obviously, you're not
Sack him. Sack him. Rubbish. Southgate, rubbish.
So first and foremost, you're not Gareth Southgate's biggest fan. I'm not going to lie, I had a little bit of a knee-jerk reaction in my boys' group chat. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to lie, I think we should sack Southgate. And they were like, what? He just got us to a final. He got us to semi-final of the World Cup, da-da-da-da. And to be fair, England have done the best that they've ever done.
Correct. I agree.
Now that I've actually had a chance to think about it, he's done a great job. But my thing is, I don't think there's ever going to be a better opportunity to win a World Cup, which was last time. Well, actually, France were probably the best team. So World Cup, fine. We should have got to the final, but
they done well to get where they got to. I'm happy with what they've done. That's his first tournament. Was his first tournament as well?
First major tournament, yeah.
Exactly. So that's fine.
Though, there's no better opportunity. The route to the final, the fact that we got to play the semi-final and the final at Wembley. The Italian team was good, but it wasn't amazing.
Nah.
Like, how many times are you going to get that good a run? Play a final at home, play a semi-final at home. You've played not great teams to get there.
Yeah.
So my thing is, okay, we keep Southgate in the job, right? We go to the Qatar World Cup. We don't win anything. So then at that point, do we sack him? Or do we wait for the tournament after that? And then, like, do you get what I'm saying? Because I just don't think Southgate is the one to win us a trophy. I don't think he's the man to take us over the line. He's done a great job up until this point, and I think someone needs to take the reins and take it to the next level.
But I think that's the problem. I don't think there's anyone available to take the reins at the minute. So that's what keeps him safe. One, he got us to a semi-final at the World Cup, got us to the final at the Euros. So they see it as... The bigger picture is he's progressing, but you can see he doesn't know... He can't... you see, like, great managers, they can sense a weakness in the other team. They can sense... This is the right moment. I need to change the tactics, the formation. Whether it's 10 minutes in, 20 minutes, an hour to go, 5 minutes to go, or this is where I need to take this player off and bring this guy on. They can sense it in big moments, and managers can win games.
Facts.
Do you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, it's players that get it done.
Like,
but
Mancini won that final.
There you go.
Mancini won that final.
At the 60th minute, he dragged Immobile, Insigne, Verratti.
Big players.
What?
Big players.
Insigne, Verratti, Immobile. He dragged them in the final at 60th minute. At 60th minute. Do you know what he's saying? I'm come here to win. Yeah. I'm not going to extra time. I'm winning at full time. Yeah. Do you know what we done?
Waited into the 119th minute and then...
We waited in the 119th minute to bring on two of the best attacking players in world football right now
Facts.
to kick the ball in the net, not to do what they do best and create and score in the game.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing about that game is the fact that we scored too early, which is like a stupid thing to say, but like the way that our team operates, it's like it was not good for us to score in the first minute.
Do you know what? Nah, it's not. It wasn't good because of the manager we got.
Yeah, and like the
any
way our
other
team
manager,
set up,
any other manager would have sensed blood and would have went at them.
Go again.
But he's not. It's Southgate, isn't it?
Literally, we almost defended. So I'm not going to say we defended from 190 minutes. We scored in the first minute. I'm not going to say we defended 119th minute. I think it got to the 30th minute. The tide changed. Italy started to come back into it, and literally from the second half onwards, we just defended.
Yeah, which is fine. I don't mind that because when you're playing, it's like, okay, half time, we're in the final, no problem, see it out, blah, 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 blah.
But it's 45 minutes is a lot of football. Like,
you
can't just sit in. Not just like, it's not even like we're just playing a little bit defensive. We're sitting in and just letting them have the ball.
Yeah.
How are we going to win the game like that?
You're boosting them.
We're at home. Go after them. Get the crowd behind them. Let the defender make a mistake. The crowd screams on them. Do that. And then you get to 70th minute and you see where we are. And then maybe we shut up shop.
That's my problem. So when it went to 1-1, we had players that could come on and win us the game in the 90 minutes. We didn't need to wait to extra time. Got to 90 minutes. He's not making no.
Because what is it? For extra time, he brought on Grealish in the first extra time. And then dragged him at the half time. Because do you remember? I think he dragged him at the half time.
Was that in that game? No, that was in the semis, no?
Was it the semis? No, I swear it was the
when
final,
he put him in and dragged him.
Oh, was that the semis? Okay. Yeah. So he put on Grealish.
That's it.
And then obviously in the second half, the second half of extra time, he put on Sancho and
for 1 minute. Rashford came on at right back.
Yeah, I see that. He's playing
for 1 minute. Yeah, that's when I knew we don't deserve to win anything. That's embarrassing, bro.
Yeah, it's bad, man.
We've got players that can win you the game. Like, we're not talking about players that have like just come through on the scene or, like they might win us. They can win you the game. And you got 3 of them.
It's just sad, like, because I feel like the game was there to win.
It was there to be won, but he thought, you know what, I'll get to the penalties and I'll gamble. He's gambling, basically. Yeah. I don't know if he's a gambler in real life or what it is, but he's basically, you go to penalties, I don't care who you got in goal, who's taking your penalties, it's 50-50. Yeah. It's literally, you're gambling. You're gambling.
But I feel like when it went to penalties, I just wasn't confident, man.
Yeah, I weren't either. I weren't confident at all.
Just because England, right? It's the story.
It's not even that. Penalties, it's because of he's upset players on the way. Sancho didn't have a sniff the whole tournament. Rashford didn't really play. I heard he was injured or whatever. Yeah. But even if he's injured in that, why do we... I don't understand it with England.
Do this.
We rely on these name brand players that can't be touched. Yeah. They're like golden, can't be touched. Yeah. So like in our game, Kane, Sterling... They should have come off. I don't care what anyone says. They should have come off. 80th minute, drag both of them. They're not bringing... They're knackered. You can see it's not lack of effort. They're tired.
Yeah, they've flipped and played a whole tournament and just a whole Premier League season. They're tired. Like.
They're tired. Why do we not drag players? Why can Italy drag their top players at 60th minute, bro?
Because I feel like
they didn't wait till extra time.
Maybe there's less ego.
No.
Or is it just the manager?
Rubbish. It's rubbish, yeah. He's like, I need to keep...
But to be fair, if we take Kane off and put Dominic Calvert-Lewin on, who hasn't played all tournament.
Bro, forget that. You got to remember, at that point, you had Grealish, Rashford, Sancho.
So put Rashford down.
At 80th minute or 75th minute, in the Euros final that your country's never got to, doesn't matter who you put up front. Tactics go out the window. Like, the only tactics that work is when you're defending.
Yeah.
Everything going forward, someone's got a freestyle. Yeah. Someone's got to make something happen because this is our one opportunity. And with Grealish, Sancho, and Rashford, they are like Jack in the box. They can make something happen out of nothing.
Off the cuff.
They're the best players you want on the pitch. Yeah. Get them on the pitch, see what happens.
I agree.
And are keeping Kane on the pitch and Sterling. Don't get me wrong, Sterling had a sick tournament.
Yeah.
Cool, but you've done your time. Yeah, Let next man take over and enjoy. Or do what they need to do. From when I'm seeing the Italian team take off their best 3 players, bro, that's when I knew we're way behind. We're still another 5 years behind. These men are still loving their top players. Like, I'm a Tottenham fan. I love Harry Kane. Yeah. But you got to read the game. He's done. He had no legs. He was not doing nothing. He's tired. Drag them. Yeah. But that's why we'll still be another 5 years behind all these teams.
I just don't think we go to Qatar. I just don't think we do anything in Qatar.
No, I don't think we will.
And then what?
We ain't. That's it.
And then does Southgate go or not at that point?
No, he stays.
So he's just gonna stay forever. He's not gonna win us anything.
He's not gonna win nothing. But who do you bring in? I think that's one of the things that saved him is he's done okay to get us there. The second thing, there's no one available. You sack him now, you can't. And you got to remember, England are so stuck in this. We need an English manager.
That's what I was gonna say. Because there are managers available.
Who?
No.
English.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. There are managers available.
There's no.
We only go for English managers, so there's no one available.
You know what the problem is? There's no up and coming English managers because every top club goes after a foreign manager in the Premier League. So where are you going to get this English manager from? Yeah. From non-league?
Maybe like a Frank Lampard, Gerrard in the future is going to manage England.
Yeah,
they
maybe.
Seem to be managing at a high level.
But I feel like they need to manage at clubs first.
Yeah, for sure.
They need to understand what they are about as managers.
And they need to win. Like, it's very important. Like, people need to understand, like, winning is so important. Like, for example, Tottenham, you support Tottenham. You've come very close a lot of times. But once you get that over the line and actually win something, it becomes easier to win.
Exactly.
But that first one is so important.
The first hurdle, it's a myth.
It's so important.
But we got I don't understand how we're going to produce young English managers. Every top club go through the Premier League, go through all their managers. Yeah, Tell me how many English managers there are.
There isn't any. Obviously, Frank was at Chelsea last season, but he got replaced at Christmas.
There's none.
That's it. David Moyes was the highest.
Forget even like young upcoming English managers. We ain't even got like ex-professional, like someone like John Terry. Why is he not in the job?
So I think he's actually leaving Aston. I saw him the other day. He left Aston Villa. He's going to a championship club. I think. I can't remember who. I saw it, but I think he's going somewhere. So that would be obviously Terry's managing. Rooney's managing at Derby. Frank Lampard's not got a job.
The most successful will be Gerrard though.
Yeah, Gerrard,
out of all of them.
He's doing a good job at Rangers.
He'll be the
come
most
to the
successful.
Premier League in time. Maybe Liverpool.
No, I don't think he will.
Not soon Liverpool, but maybe like 5 years he'll go to Liverpool.
But he'll be good. Yeah. I think he'll be a good manager.
Like he knows how
but
to
we need more of them managers. Yeah. We ain't got no English managers. Even in the Championship, all the top clubs got foreign managers. Who came up? Norwich.
Yeah.
Foreign manager. Yeah. And who else came up? Brentford, foreign manager.
Yeah, and Watford.
Foreign manager. So where are we going to get this English manager? Where's he going to come from? He's going to drop from the sky. So they need to either get rid of that or find a way to start getting more English managers.
But the thing is, these other countries don't all have managers that are from their countries, or do they?
No, they don't.
I guess Spain do.
But Spain
do.
Italy do.
France do.
Yeah, France do. But what I'm saying is England don't need to have this philosophy of you don't need an English manager. Yeah. One, because there isn't any anyway. Yeah. So just get whoever's good that's going to get the job done. Because we need some trophies.
We need it.
And we've got the players at the moment.
Yeah, but we can't obviously talk about the Euros without, talking about the penalty shootout. For one, so what did you think about the penalty shootout? There's been a lot of talk on social media about senior players bottled it, like Sterling should have stepped up for one, Grealish should have stepped up for one. But people who play football understand. Yeah, it's kind of like it's already been picked. Like before the final, you do penalties in the week.
Exactly.
Whoever takes the best penalties is U5.
Yeah, exactly.
It's very
they've already picked it.
Yeah, like it's very objective in that way. It's just like, these were the best penalty takers, so they take it. I'm not sure though about the order. That's all that I would say. Saka as your fifth penalty. I'm just not sure about it. Like maybe he was the best.
I'm still against. I've heard like different things in it because I've spoken about it. Like Sterling let the nation down.
He let the nation down.
He bottled it.
He bottled it.
I think he bottled it.
But
I'll tell you why.
Go on.
He's not the designated like penalty kick taker at Man City, but he does take pens from Man City.
He's taken penalties. He's taken like 3 or something like that.
He takes penalties. If De Bruyne was not playing, and I think what's his name, Gundogan, he's not playing. Yeah. Sterling's the next one up.
Right.
How? And people say, but he's not a penalty kick taker. All right, cool, I get that. But we all know football is about confidence.
Yeah.
He's having the time of his life in the Euros. He's doing that. He's doing a madness. Everyone's loving him. He's scoring. He's bagging. You're telling me you wouldn't want that.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want that penalty because if you don't take a penalty in that form, when are you ever going to take one?
But the thing is, all right, for me, let me just play devil's advocate for a second. So let's just say he's not in the 5 who was supposed to take the penalty, right? Because of training or whatever.
Yeah.
He says to the manager, Gaffer, take X person out, or let me take a penalty, and Gareth Southgate takes them out, and the penalty goes past 5, is that person not going to be knocked off confidence? The person you took out of the 5 is going to be knocked off confidence because you've put Sterling in and knocked this person out.
No, because the reasoning you've been taken out, this guy is flying through the tournament. You know, we didn't know he was going to be doing a madness in the tournament, and his confidence is flying. He wants to take one, put him in. And it's end of the day, it's about the team. It's not about one player.
Yeah, true.
And these are international players. They're not like at club level. They get that. They understand that. But I just think Sterling, how can Saka have more confidence than Sterling? That doesn't make sense. I don't know if it is though, or if it's just a thing. Because I think I saw a video where I don't know if you've seen it, where Gareth Southgate is going round to each player and saying, "You're 1, you're 2, you're 3." I think Sterling was even first 6. I think the 6th penalty taker was Jordan Pickford. See, this is what I'm saying. What you're saying is bonkers.
I swear to God, he's going round like saying who's, and I think Jordan Pickford was 6.
I just have a feeling that Sterling kind of sensed.
And he didn't want to be. You think? I don't know, man.
I don't know. It's
think about it. Like, imagine he scored the winning penalty at Wembley. I grew up down the road.
So why didn't? So this is what I'm saying. Something is telling me he had a feeling.
Or he's just not as good as the others at penalties.
No, bro. How can he not be good as Saka, bro? Saka's has he even taken a penalty for Arsenal?
No.
Exactly. So how all of a sudden is Saka better than you at penalties when you've taken penalties?
But there's a reason he was the 5th taker, right? There's a reason for it, right? We don't see the training. There must be a reason.
The reason behind it, I think, Southgate was trying to make him the guy. He was trying to boost him.
That, but I hate that.
Yeah, and it's backfired. I agree. I think it's backfired. But I see what he's trying to do there.
I saw that.
Sancho and Rashford, I'm not having that. He's thrown them in the deep end.
Yeah,
and you see me as a player, they can't say no. This is for their nation. So big up to them because Sterling basically said no. That's how I see it. I see it as these men got thrown on to take a penalty and went, yeah, no problem, whatever you want. Sterling should have been the other guy, the third person to say, you know what, I'll take it on the chin because I'm in form. But he just sat back. And I'm a big fan of Sterling. But when he done that, I said, no one talked to me about Sterling. He got nothing about him. Because you see, for me, players, I judge players when it matters.
I think it's harsh though.
No. It mattered.
No, because I feel like we need
Forget the tournament. You see all the other goals that he bagged. Yeah, cool. He turned up when it matters. When did it matter? In the group stages or now?
Yeah, but my thing is, we don't have the context, right? So we're not there in the England.
No, bruv, no.
When
you're a football player,
how the penalties are decided.
That's fine. But like you said, you can still, bruv. You're talking about Sterling here.
You can stand up and say,
we're not talking about Saka trying to take Sterling's place.
Yeah.
If on the day Sterling says no, you're not taking a penalty. It's not. There's no problem. Cool, no problem. You just take the penalty and you do what you got to do. But that's why when he didn't do that, I said, nah, bro, Sterling's not for me, you know. Yeah. Because when it mattered, he disappeared.
Yeah, but the thing is, so for example, Jack Grealish came out on Twitter
and said he wanted,
Roy Keane, because Roy Keane was like Grealish and Sterling should have stood up and took a penalty. And Grealish was like, I said I wanted to take one. And they didn't let me.
The only difference is, I don't think Grealish has a bigger stake in the England. Like he doesn't have
Sterling. I agree.
Than Sterling. If Sterling says to Grealish, listen, we're taking the pens.
Yeah.
Grealish will listen to him. Yeah. If Grealish turns around and says to Sterling, listen, we're taking it. Who are you talking to? Even though Grealish is a big player, but he's not. He's just come on the scene.
Yeah. But what if? My point was that what if Sterling also said, "I want to take a pen," and Gareth Southgate said no?
But he didn't.
How do you know?
He hasn't come out and said it.
So what? Maybe he doesn't feel like he needs to come out and say.
No. He has to. He has to. Everyone's on him. Yeah, boy from Brent.
Yeah, but
everyone's on him.
He's had people on him his whole career.
I just feel like he sensed something. That this is going to be more of a negative than a positive.
How they were, do you know what it is? Rashford's penalty was actually a good. He missed in it, so it's not a good penalty.
Yeah.
But like, he's just unlucky. He's at the post. But Sancho and Saka's penalties were really poor, man.
Yeah, like
they were
proper
very
bad.
Poor penalties.
But I know it sounds mad, but Saka, like, I love him, man. I got so much really time for him. Yeah, but I don't know why they picked him to take the penalty.
The 5th penalty as well. They threw him. I feel like they thrown him under the bus there. Like I've never taken a penalty.
No, I don't think they threw him under. I think it was like.
No, but why would you make him? 5?
It was 2 different extremes. You either put him first, and he doesn't.
So I actually like the fact that, and I think teams should put their best penalty taker 1 or 5, because you need to start off good. Start the penalty.
That's why Kane went first.
Kane went first, bagged, cool, good start. But to put Saka, just put Rashford there. Put Rashford at 5. Put Saka at 3.
I just think he tried to boost him, and it backfired massively.
Like, that is such a pressure penalty. Like, even the
It's a
great.
pressure penalty because of where we was in the
Yeah,
thing.
think
But
about
imagine
this.
if everyone else had bagged, it's not a pressure penalty.
Yeah, if I think about it,
It's
so
another
we
penalty.
scored, missed.
He had to score.
And then they went score, miss, and then that was when Jorginho missed, where Pickford saved
Yeah,
it.
he had to score.
And he has to score to keep us in it, not even to win it, just to keep us in
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And it's tough, man. And Donnarumma's a good keeper
Yeah,
as
he's a
well.
massive keeper.
Like, it's so hard, man. But obviously, you're going.
It could have been avoided, I think.
Oh, it's just so frustrating, man.
Yeah, man.
I was fuming.
I think we got what we deserved. That's what we deserved.
Yeah, we didn't play well enough to win the game.
But
Italy played
But
better.
even because of what the manager done on his tactics, I think the manager bottled it.
Yeah.
The manager, I think, and that's why the players bottled it. Because they
think?
could see 100%. Like
You can sense it.
It filters through, innit? No one, people don't feel. Players won't say that, but you see, if you turn up to a game and the manager let's say you got FA Cup game, it's a big game. If the manager's nervous before the game, I don't care what anyone says. Them nerves,
They can feel it. It's an energy. It's an energy.
You start to become like.
So I'm not gonna lie. So I felt this. So I remember when I first went to America, there was a team in our conference called Charleston, and they always had these players, like youth players at Lyon and German teams and French under-17s and that. Really good team, always like top of the league. And we could sense when we went there to play there, it was kind of just like we turn up and just, fill the team.
Yeah.
And we're probably going to get moved to, and that's it. And then and that just doesn't fill players with confidence. We talk about, if we can get a draw. We're talking about, before the game started, we're talking about drawing and shit like that. We're just like, what is this? Like, as a player, that just fills you with no confidence.
Yeah.
But then so that was my first couple of years. And then as I got a little bit older, we kind of filtered out a little bit of that from the manager. He got a bit more confident in us. The players got a bit more confident. When we're playing against them, we're like moving to them. We're like bopping the ball about. So yeah, like completely understand your point about like when the manager doesn't seem confident, he knows what he's doing. That definitely
or if he's sad, happy, whatever it is, it'll filter through the team.
Definitely.
Like if he's in a bad mood, the team's in a bad mood. They don't play well or whatever. So it filters through. So from how he acted in the final, I think it was always going to filter through to the players.
Definitely.
So.
But we have to talk about, obviously, the events that happened after we lost, where there was like a lot of racial abuse to Rashford, Sancho and Saka. And I'm not going to lie, when they missed their penalties, that's the first thing I thought.
I think that's the first thing everyone thought.
Which is sad, but that's the first thing I thought. Why did it have to be the black players though? That's literally what I thought. I was like, why did it have to be the black players? Because now they're going to get lynched by the public.
Yeah.
And they weren't lynched, to be fair. They just had a couple of stupid comments and then the nation kind of got behind them. But I was just like,
it was mad, innit?
Like, they're getting all these monkey emojis and this and that. And I'm seeing like black people getting attacked in the streets and stuff, like outside pubs and all this kind of stuff.
It's nuts.
And I'm just like, number one, over football. And number two, like anyone could miss that penalty, innit? Like, it's anyone. So why do you not have to bring his race into it? Like, you can even if you want to get onto Saka, Sancho and Rashford and say, you lot bottled it, you lot are shit, no balls, that's kind of football, innit? Like, you fans kind of abuse players. And that's something I don't think is right. But okay, that's something they can kind of shake on the chin. But why you got to bring their race into it now?
Yeah,
what's that got to do with anything?
It's embarrassing, man, because they're the same people that are cheering them on
when
they're bagging and I don't really get involved with stuff like that because it's the people that can make a change. They're not doing it. They're not making a change. Like Instagram and like, you see when you put like vaccine in your thing, bang, the thing pops up.
COVID-19.
So what, you're telling me when someone says a racial word, nothing can pop up to block your account? Like, what are you on about? What are you doing? It's mad.
But to that point, there was a lot of conversation around we need identification on social media, which I don't agree with. Yeah. I don't think
we need that because like I said, when you put the vaccine word comes in,
so when something racial comes up, then there should be like a block, like
your account has been deactivated, done, you're out.
But to be fair, that's happened to me before, so it's funny. It's
funny. It's like when you put you know when people put up like content that can't be on Instagram just take it down. Has that happened to you before? Even sometimes you're not even putting nothing mad up. They just take it off. So what? When you can't tell me they can't transfer that to a word.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
It's mad. But this actually happened to me. So I can't remember who I was talking about. I was talking about a black centre-back. I can't remember who. And I said, this black centre-back, can't remember who, is like your typical Sunday League centre-back where they won't head the ball, they'll let it bounce and then chase after it. I tweeted that, and my account got like locked for like 2 days.
No, wait, straight away?
Yeah, it was like maybe an hour or two after I tweeted it. my account got locked, and it was like this tweet breaches our policy. Like delete it, or your account won't be reinstated, or something like this. So I was like, if you can do it for that, where I was like making a joke and it wasn't like racist.
It wasn't even. Yeah, he wasn't saying nothing. Yeah.
Why can't you do it for these people who are blatantly being
using
racist,
the words,
using
whatever
crazy
it is,
words, using these monkey emojis? And I think I can't remember if it was Twitter or Instagram came out and said sending monkey emojis isn't like it doesn't breach our policy or something like that. I was like, yeah, it's mad.
They know all the loopholes.
Yeah,
and I think for them it's a business.
Yeah,
so they want the attention.
They want post to have a lot of interaction.
Exactly, because once
they don't care what the interaction is, they just want the interaction.
People will jump on Instagram that haven't got Instagram to see what the fuss is about. That's it, and that's what Instagram want. They want to flood their platform.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't know, man. It's not good, man.
Yeah, and then even the FA and all of these stuff, they come out and they make statements. We
the
don't
FA
condone.
Are corrupt, so corrupt.
We don't condone this black players being abused and all this stuff. But you've had years upon years of talking about kick it out of football, and you're doing this kneeling stuff.
They don't even support them.
You can actually do things that can actively stop racism in football, but you don't do them. So it's just all smoke and mirrors. It's just
it's just talk. You waste your time if you try and listen to it. I don't.
Yeah,
I
just bullshit, innit? Literally.
Every year they bring something new out. They bring this out. They say this. They're gonna do that. What changes? Yeah. Nothing. People are still getting abused.
Yeah. But what is it? Why are fans so comfortable racially abusing players? Like, is it because they feel like that's what's gonna touch a nerve with them? Obviously, I'm not a racist person, so I don't know, innit? But I just think, why does racist the first thing you go to? Like, obviously, I've been in football stadiums where they're going for players. Like, they're saying mad things that your head looks like this and making songs about man and all this kind of stuff, which I don't necessarily agree with, but it's better than just getting onto someone because of the color of their skin. Yeah. Like, why is that the insult?
I don't actually know myself. Like I said, I'm not. Obviously, I don't use all the mad words. But I just think because the consequences ain't harsh,
they just do whatever they want.
Just do what you want, innit? It's like if I said to you every time, if you killed someone, you're not gonna go to prison. Yeah. If you hate someone that bad, you just go and do it. Yeah. Just go. You know what? If they told you, you're gonna be in prison for a week every time you kill someone, you're gonna be like, all right, cool. No, I'll take a week. I'm so angry and I hate this person so much. I'll take a week inside. Yeah. That's what it is. There's no consequences whatsoever. They're telling you, you're getting a stadium ban, bro. When you go to a stadium, they don't check your face.
Yeah, you just go through.
The guy that's even tapping you ain't even checking you. You just get your ticket. So how are you stopping me? I can just go on, like, how? I don't understand. And when you buy tickets, okay, cool. I might need to buy under my name, but I can get you to buy me a ticket, give it to me and go in.
Exactly.
I don't need to show ID or nothing. Exactly. So that stadium ban, rubbish. It doesn't work. It's nonsense. They're telling you, we've got Face ID. They got nothing, bro. Yeah. Nothing.
So one question I actually had, like, just kind of on that context about the racism thing is, do you identify with England? Like, do you identify with the team? Because for me, I don't know what it is, but like seeing lots of St. George's flags and like what you typically think of as like an England fan, I'm going to be completely honest. More time than not, if I see a lot of like England fans and like man drinking beer and stuff, I probably think the man kind of make me a little bit uneasy, if I'm honest. Yeah. I associate racism, and I think a lot of people, especially that growing up in our communities, probably do the same. Like, they associate that with racism. So like, I'm very much behind the England team, but I don't know if I support. Like, it's hard for me to get behind England as a country because of these things, because of what happened when
I fully agree.
Kyle misses. I know that they're gonna go on Twitter and say that his mum's a monkey. So it's hard for me. Or like, we even saw it throughout the tournament when the players were kneeling, the fans are booing, but then Sterling goes and scores, and you're screaming his name and telling him that he's the best. So I find it hard to identify with England, but I don't know, because I've grown up here. Like, I'm happy that I grew up in this country and stuff, but it's just hard to. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah,
no, I'm 100% get what you're saying, because the behavior ain't what you believe in.
Yeah,
their behaviors are so like erratic. It's like it's not even like a balance. It's one extreme to another, and for me, I can't deal with that. Just in anything, like, you can't be. It's like your personality. You can't be happy 1 minute and then you're on the floor the next. That's mad. And that's what they're like. They're either buzzing or they hate. They either hate the players or love them. There's no you know what, he's all right. He's a good player.
Yeah.
They don't know that. All they know is he's crap or he's the best in the world.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, obviously race is a thing when it comes to England fans and abuse. But like, they do mad things. Like, even after the '98 World Cup, I've seen, obviously I was 2 then, proper young, but I've seen that images, like, looking back a bit, where Beckham got sent off against Argentina, and there were like like trees and dolls where they had like doll of David Beckham and they're like hanging it from trees. I'm like it's hard to get behind a nation that has fans that do things like this.
They have so much hatred to
and
losing.
I don't know if maybe because we don't live in other countries, but maybe they do it in other countries too. I don't know.
Yeah.
But like, it's just hard to identify with England when these things happen. It's hard. I try to separate the two because I know not everyone's like that. We know, the vast majority of people are good people who just want to watch the game. Obviously, we get upset and stuff. But when you have this subsection of fans, that it doesn't really seem like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like apprehended in any way. They're kind of just left to just, that's just what they're like.
Yeah.
That's what it seems like. That's just what they're like. Don't worry about them.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard, man. It's hard. Like, if I was a professional footballer, I'm not sure if I would play for England, which sounds crazy.
Yeah. It's a big statement.
It's crazy, but I don't know if I would. I don't know if I would.
It depends what comes with it.
Because I know that if I play shit, people are going to start saying you're not English anyway. Do you know what I'm saying? You're not even one of us.
And the rest. That's been nice. That's just being nice.
You're not even one of us.
Yeah, it's mad.
If I bag a hat trick though, I'm the guy.
Oh, you're the legend.
But if I make a mistake or score own goal, you're not even one of us anyway.
Yeah,
you're not even really.
Why is he playing for our country?
Yeah, Caribbean.
Yeah, why is he playing
Dominic?
for England?
Yeah,
Why is he
do you know what I
playing for
mean?
England?
So it's tough. It's tough. But now it's been good to be back on the pod.
Yeah,
I've enjoyed the conversation. I think when this comes out, it will be a Sunday. So hopefully, Madness FC will be the Replay Me League champions.
Yeah, man.
I won't be playing in the game, unfortunately. When this comes out, I'll be on holiday in Cancun with a cocktail on my feet up. Sorry, guys.
Lovely. Be celebrating.
But hopefully, the boys can get the job done. And if you haven't seen it, big game on YouTube. Madness versus GB Orange. Played at Haringey Borough Stadium. Sick game. So go and check that out. That'll be out soon. But Abs, you got anything for the people?
Nah, nothing. Just good. Yeah, like you said, good to be back. And then man, let's just get cracking.
Make sure, like always, if you've made it this far, we appreciate the people. The people are still watching. The people are still subscribing, which is great. But if you haven't already, press the like button, press the subscribe button. We've been the Detailed on Matt podcast. We'll see you guys again soon. Peace.